Hey RHS. Our boys basketball team hired a new coach this season, Ben Baker. Coach Baker is a young but experienced coach in high school basketball, including 5 years at Dearborn Divine Child and Dearborn High School, where he coached freshman, JV, and was an assistant on the varsity teams.
Growing up, I always knew Wyandotte was it was a tight knit community. It's like a blue collar area that's how I like to coach. I like when my kids get after it, when they're gritty, they're tough, they're hard nosed. It's a big school, in a very competitive division and district, and that's what's really appealing about it. Everyone here has been so nice, and it's this place I can see myself staying for a while because the youth is so good and the kids are great to me.
Coach Baker isn't the only new face on the staff, as he brought in several assistant coaches on the varsity level.
My staff is all people I've coached with at the varsity level. Coach Stan he coached me when I was growing up, and then I coached together with him. Coach Nick and I coached AAU together, and we were coaching at Top 1 together, so he was someone from the downriver area that I knew.
Although the coaching staff is very experienced, the team is quite the opposite, with only 3 returning players on varsity, all of whom are underclassmen. What were your expectations for the team before the season?
Not very high. I watch a lot of film, and so when Coach Baker first got the job here, before I even signed up, I started watching film for him, and I knew they had a lot of players graduate from last year and not a lot of playing time returning, so I didn't have a lot of high hopes. Seeing the roster, the tryouts, I was a little more hopeful, but I knew we were going to struggle this year.
Like Coach Coatney's prediction, the team has struggled a lot. Heading into winter break, the team was winless through 8 games. After the rough start, during winter break, the team had 2 weeks straight with no games and daily practices.
Winter break, that was definitely where I challenged the kids the most. I said, hey, we didn't start the way we wanted to. We're behind the 8 ball scheme-wise and skill-wise.
They busted their butts. The guys are in much better shape. They're ready to run up and down the floor. Obviously, you're not going to fix all that in 2 weeks, and other teams are out there working too, but you could definitely see a difference. So I think we put in that time a lot more on skill and conditioning as opposed to you can work on strategy all day, but if you're not ready to go out and play, what's the strategy for?
It's no easy task, but Coach Baker and Coatney have kept the team focused and productive. How do you keep a positive mindset throughout the season?
I'm a pretty even-keeled guy, so whether things are going great or things are going terrible, I'm going to have the same look on my face pretty much. So for me, it's not too hard, but I can see it affecting other people from staff to players. It's not the easiest thing. People don't want to hear it next day, next play, next one. The players need to hear it. As much as they don't like it, they need to hear it and they need to learn that, because if it's sooner we can move on to the next day, next game, next rep, whatever it may be, the sooner we grow as people and can execute the next one.
As of the recording of this, the team is still winless through 17 games. The team has 5 regular season games left. Time will tell if Coach Baker can finally get that first win.